Welcome to Direct Mail, Monday, May 8th, 2023. Steve Sipress here with you, and you hear me say a lot. For those of you that say direct mail doesn't work, Steve, or I tried it, didn't get a great response, or I got no response, you got to remember the first job of your direct mail campaign is to get your piece opened so it can be read by your prospects, so they can respond, so they can have a chance to do what you want them to do. You got to get it open, and bonus, you want to get it opened in the right frame of mind with a positive expectancy, like, wow, this looks cool, this looks like interesting, this looks like it could be something great. That's the response. You don't want to send just a plain old envelope or a plain old anything. Check this out, my good friend Nick James. It looks like, you've heard the saying, what do you need, a personal invitation? There it is. Looks like a personal fancy invitation. So you see it's from Nick James, and it's to me with that fancy big italic script font, and I have my address underneath there, and then this gold line with the hearts and the diamond and the whatever there above it. The interesting thing now with Nick, you can see a little bit, I did open it, you can see a little bit coming through that gold kind of heading there on the top there. It continues on the inside, on the actual, yes, there's an actual invitation inside. This is an invitation-sized, oversized envelope, and it feels like cardstock in there. It feels, looks, seems like an invitation. What's this all about? And so the interesting thing, Nick lives in the UK, and yet he's mailing to the US, so he's smart enough to get a US Virginia return address. However, the cancellation indicia here is from St. Paul, Minnesota. So his fulfillment house mailed it from St. Paul, but his office return address in the U.S. Apparently is in Virginia, and yet he's in the U.K. All good. I open it anyway, and I open it with the right frame of mind that you want your prospects and your current. This is sent to me as a buyer of Nick's, a subscriber and a buyer of Nick's stuff. So this is sent to the top people on his list, and you want them opening it with the expectation of like, wow, this looks kind of cool, wonder what it's all about. That's exactly how I opened it, and sure enough, there it is. Printed on one side only, just like a typical wedding invitation or some fancy ball or some fancy gala or event invitation is. It's got that same big script font, my name, all this gold thing on the bottom left corner, on the top right corner, and then there it is. Nick James, the author of blah, 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 cordially invites Steve Sipress to attend a private meeting and luncheon. Oh, I thought this was like for a webinar, but actually this might have been. I didn't go to the website. It has a website here to go to, this secretinvitation.net, and put in my unique password and for information RSVP. It might have been an actual in-person event, my chance to see Nick in person. He's not here in the U.S. that often. Oops. I didn't really check it out, but it was a 2-day event back in March, a meeting, a luncheon. That's where I would have gone if I had my wits about me to check it all out and possibly RSVP. And then there it is, a help at secretinvitation.net. If you have any difficulties accessing the site, boom, that's it. Real simple. The call to action, the response you want to get here is a very simple one. Go to the website. Boom. So I opened it. I was excited. I checked it out. I didn't go to the website. That's going to happen. Not everybody that opens it and is excited about opening is going to respond the way you want them to respond. And then the next step would have been going to the website, checking out the information for the event, and then RSVPing. And the next step would have been actually showing up at the event. And the next step would have been probably buying something at the event or subscribing to something more or whatever it is. So multiple steps. The real simple step of this direct mail piece is just to get people go to the website. So here's a personal invitation, a secret invitation, in fact, look at it, these words that evoke this emotion in the recipient of how special I feel. I'm cordially invited, then it's a private meeting and luncheon, then it's a secretinvitation.net. All that makes me feel special, which I have a feeling I was, that Nick James will have tens of thousands, if not over 100,000 emails on his email list, and yet his top buyers and subscribers numbers many, many, many fewer. That's why you can afford. You don't want to mail out this kind of direct mail piece to 80,000 people on an email list that just opt in for something free and then never really do anything. But you want to send it to the buyers, people who give you money. They've already proven they know, like, and trust you. Like, you might invest a couple of bucks in mailing out the personal invitation. See how that works. It's going to work a lot better than just doing an email or a text message or whatever, and it's going to work a lot better than just sending a regular letter in the mail that gets opened with if it does, with a negative frame of mind, or at best neutral, of like, oh, what's this all about? Or, hey, is this worth opening? Or, I opened that in excited manner. I'm guessing a lot of other people did, and enough people RSVP'd to the event, and then people showed up to the event, and people bought stuff, so it made lots of money, and that's the bottom line. You do direct mail properly, you do it right, you can make a lot of money. More bang for your buck with direct mail. Different surveys still show 40, 45, 50 times to 1 to the return on investment. So you invest a couple of bucks a piece to mail these out, you're going to get back $80, $85, $90, $100 for each one you mail out. That's a pretty good return on investment, is it not? So I urge you to use direct mail. If you want help with it, go to mymilliondollarad.com. That's my website where I help you out with all things direct mail. mymilliondollarad.com, and from there you can even get a free personal consultation with me, or you can simply be back here every Monday on Direct Mail Monday for some more tips if you want to do it the slow way. So that'll do it for today. Thanks for being here live or on the replay, and I will catch you back here again tomorrow on Topical Tuesday. You might see my head is a little red from hanging out outside by my pool with some of the world's sharpest entrepreneurs for a couple of days at the All-Star Entrepreneur Mastermind over the weekend, and didn't wear a hat some of the time there. And in a couple of days, this is going to be kind of comical if the sunburn starts to peel, and it's like, oh, what's with all the white flakes coming off your head, Steve? So we might be seeing this in the next couple of days. Anyway, that'll do it today. Thanks for being here today, and I will catch you back here again tomorrow on Topical Tuesday. Until then, over and out. Bye-bye.